How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We are back with Sleep Token. This is Aqua Regia, and as one of you pointed out in the comments, and I googled it since the last video, this is Aqua Regia is basically Latin for royal water or the king's water, and it's basically like an acidic solution that can dissolve gold. Okay, I think we're jumping into another like chemistry, like chemical metaphors and analogies with Vessel. He's done this before, so I'm not surprised, but I have no idea what we're about to get into. So let's go. Thoughts after the reaction. Let's dive in. Ooh, some nice 80s vibe synth. I like that. Okay, this is already new. No black goop, but it looks like liquid gold, molten gold. Ooh, ooh. What is this? Blood trail. Hello. What? The perfect start to a perfect war. Putting down the roses, picking up the sword. Aqua Regia. What is this thing? Oh, we got some piano coming in now. My past is a holy book. A call from Olympus ringing off the hook. Between the pain and the way you look, I'm stuck in a time where the mountains shook. Damn. These days I'm a picture frame, screaming out the sunshine, singing in the rain. Sugar on the blood cells, carbon on the brain. Out of Eden's vices running through my veins. Aqua Regia, oxytocin running in the ether. Silicon ballrooms, subatomic interactions if it's all good. Okay, there we go. Ooh, I love the jazz chords on the piano. That's a vibe. I'm sorry. Now he's doing a piano solo. Ooh. Okay, buddy. Okay. When I'm dancing to alarm bells, no wonder my ears are still ringing. And I'm done fighting off change. No wonder my arms are still swinging. That's powerful. Ooh. Love the way they brought that back. Oh, that's it. What'd I say? These are too damn short. Too damn short. These songs need to be longer. Good God, that was good. That was such a vibe, man. The jazz, piano, just like no breakdown, no like metal breakdown, nothing. It was just vibing the whole way through. That was epic. I love it. But okay. What'd I say? Jumping into more chemistry, vibey analogies and metaphors. So yeah, let's just dive into the lyrics, because I caught some of it, but I was really vibing with the music. That was really good. I hope they put out like an instrumental album like they did with the other two. I mean, on YouTube at least. That was really cool. Anyway, all right, let's get into the lyrics. Okay. Basically, what I got, the first verse is him kind of, well, he's saying, my love is an animal call, cutting through the darkness, bouncing off the wall. So like, now that can either be a mating call or like a call for help. Because he says animal call, between teeth on a broken jaw, following a blood trail, frothing at the maw. So I don't know if it's a mating call, but my love is an animal call, could be a call for help, could be, you know, the way wolves howl at the moon, like they can communicate across great distances and stuff. So something like that, maybe cutting through the darkness, bouncing off the walls. Bouncing off the walls kind of tells me that he's in a big room by himself, so he's alone. So he's basically lonely. Between teeth on a broken jaw, right? Between teeth on a broken jaw, tells me that this animal, aka vessel, has been through some kind of violence, which of course ties into his violent toxic relationship and the fights that they had. But this is more of a metaphorical sense. Like broken jaw means he's a battered animal. He's like a wounded animal that is following a blood trail, frothing at the maw. Now he's following a blood trail. Blood trails popped up once before in the summoning, but to me that blood trail, I mean, he doesn't do anything by accident. It's purposeful that he mentioned blood trail again in another song, but here he's following a blood trail instead of leaving one. Or rather, I mean, that was my interpretation in the summoning, because the later part of that song, I kind of interpreted it to mean he was moving towards sleep, but also leaving his past behind, right? So I've got blood trail, red and the blue, right? What was it? I've got a river running into you, blood trail, red and the blue. But here he's following a blood trail, frothing at the maw. So is he hunting something? Is he on the hunt? Because when an animal is frothing at the maw, that usually means they're either really like diseased, or they are thirsty, or they are rabid, right? Rabid animals, once they get the scent of blood, there's no leaving it. They will hunt, right? The next part, no fucking idea. These days I'm a circuit board? Integrated hardware you cannot afford? What are you, an expensive PC? What? What do you mean, Vessel? Someone please educate me in the comments. I need help. I don't know what he means by circuit board. Integrated hardware you cannot afford? Like he's as complicated as a circuit board? Is that what he's trying to say? Maybe he was simple before and simplified, and he wanted simple things out of life, and now he's a circuit board and he's integrated hardware, so he's a complicated circuit board. He's an expensive one that you cannot afford. Maybe, right? The perfect start to a perfect war. Putting down the roses, picking up the sword. That's a cool line, because that's literally him going, I don't really believe in love anymore, and I'm on guard. Or I'm on the offense, because he's picking up a sword, not a shield. I'm on the offense. So that tells me that he's no longer a lover, he's a fighter, and he is forever on the offense now. So anyone else that comes into his life from then on, he's gonna be, there's just a wall. He's gonna be like completely guarded and ready for anything to go bad. That's kind of what he's expecting things to go bad. So Aqua Regia, okay, or Regia as he says. This is pretty interesting to me. The second verse is really interesting to me, because he says, my past is a holy book, a call from Olympus ringing off the hook. My past is a holy book. He's basically saying his past is documented like a holy book. So what is a holy book? Any holy book basically keeps a documentation of all the biblical events throughout history, all the major events in that culture's history. That whatever's significant to that particular culture their holy book documents all the major turning points throughout history and some mythological events, right? So he's saying my past is like a holy book where it's documented all the fucking cataclysms and violent events and like the wars and battles, all of that. So he's being kind of overtly dramatic about that. A call from Olympus ringing off the hook. So a call from Olympus being Mount Olympus, where the Greek gods live. So the gods are reaching out to him. So is he saying sleep, in essence, is reaching out to him? But it's ringing off the hook, so he's not picking up. Sleep is calling out to him, but he's not picking up the phone. It's ringing off the hook. Between the pain and the way you look, I'm stuck in a time where the mountain shook. So who is he referring to here when he says between the pain and the way you look? Is that someone new? Is that sleep he's talking to? And the line between the pain and the way you look, I'm stuck in a time where the mountain shook. So between the pain I feel from the past relationship and the way you look, I'm stuck in a time where the mountain shook. Mountains shaking, to me, growing up Catholic, we always hear stories of like, oh, when God comes down to earth and when the gods walk the earth, the mountains quake and the rivers boil in the oceans, whatever, right? All that stuff. But he's stuck in a time when the mountain shook, so he's immediately transported back to the time where all the fighting and all the violence and all the bad shit took place. So he's stuck there. So is this new person reminding him of the old person? If that's the case, then this poor guy is stuck in a loop and he's fallen into yet another toxic relationship. But that may be reading too much into that line. These days I'm a picture frame, screaming at the sunshine, singing in the rain. I feel like that's a metaphor for depression. Because screaming at the sunshine, singing in the rain. Usually people sing in the sunshine, scream at the rain, because some people don't like the rain. But it's kind of a metaphor for depression, and I can relate to that. I've gone through that. Singing in the rain is basically being, screaming at the sunshine is basically being, you are unhappy being outdoors, you are unhappy, like, sunshine could also be a metaphor for happiness, so you are screaming at happiness, whereas you are singing in the rain, meaning you are comfortable in the darkness, you are comfortable in the cold is where you want to be, the cold is where you wish you would rather be, rather than outside, screaming at the sunshine. Sugar on the blood cells, carbon on the brain, all of Eden's vices running through my veins. This is really interesting to me because sugar on the blood cells, how does sugar get in your blood? Through your liver. How does it get to your liver? Well, how does it get from your liver? Through alcohol. You drink alcohol, goes to your liver, processes it into sugar, sugar hits your blood cells, goes right to your wherever, it goes everywhere. So when there's an overload of that, it causes problems. So sugar on the blood cells, carbon on the brain. How does carbon get to your brain? Through your lungs, in your bloodstream, through your veins. How does it get into your lungs? Smoking. Eden's vices here, he's talking about his previous beau's vices. Eden referring to the paradise, referring to his Eve, if he's Adam in this metaphor, referring to his Eve. She had vices. We've learned about this in previous songs. She was a smoker, she was a drinker, she had problems, but it was her vices. Now it's flowing through his veins. That tells me he took up smoking and drinking either as a way to cope with the grief and the loss, or as kind of, and this is getting kind of dark, but as a form of self-harm to kind of keep him in a state where he's constantly reminded of her. Because we heard about the secondhand smoke, we heard about the glass on the street, we heard about the problems that she had, right? So is he doing it to kind of remind himself of her? That's interesting to me. It could be one way of looking at it. Maybe. But they were her vices running through his veins now, so like that's kind of what I was getting from that. The chorus, for the life of me, don't know. Oxytocin. Isn't oxytocin the love drug? Or not drug, the love, the thing, fucking hell, what's the word I'm looking for? Hormone. The love hormone, right? Oxytocin. That's when you are in love. Oxytocin is released from wherever the fuck the hormones are released. I don't know. Anatomy, biology. This fucking guy with his scientific metaphors. Silicon ballrooms, it didn't sound like he said silicon. I could be wrong. It could just be his the way he inflected those words. Silicon ballrooms, no idea. Subatomic interactions, if it's all good. Subatomic meaning a reaction that happens on a scale that's smaller than an atom. So like within an atom, you got the nucleus and I'm trying to remember my fucking high school science. You got the nucleus, you got the electron and the proton. Correct? But inside that, those things are like that's happening, right? So subatomic interactions, if it's all good. What's all good? I'm kind of stumped on that one. Gold rush, acid flux. So that could be referring to the Aqua Regia solution itself, right? The holy, not holy water, but the king's water, where it dissolves gold. So gold rush, acid flux. So that's kind of it's like an antithesis, right? You have the gold rush, which gold rush, I mean, in my head, gold rush reminds me of the actual gold rush when people discovered gold in the mountains and in mines, and everybody just rushed to get gold, to mine gold, basically. That was the gold rush. It happened 100 years ago or so, right? More than 100 years ago. What am I saying? But that was the gold rush. But here, I think it's referring to something else on a metaphoric scale. Like gold is one of the most valuable substances on earth. A gold rush, rushing to get riches, rushing to get a reward. But acid flux, canceling that gold rush out. I don't know. If you guys figured this out, you gotta help me. This is one that stumped me. I cannot, I've kind of deciphered everything else in my own way, but this is like, he's doing something very specific here. Oxytocin, the love hormone, silicon ballrooms. Why ballrooms? Subatomic interactions, if it's all good. Gold rush, acid flux. Saturate me, I can't get enough. Cold love, hot blood running to your heart when you're thinking of. Running to your heart. Hot blood running to your heart? Huh. Is he talking about a boner? What? Maybe. Wait, is the chorus? Okay, no, I think I'm looking too much into it now. I've gone deep. I'm putting on the tinfoil hat, everyone. Is this a metaphor for sex? Oxytocin, love hormone. Silicon ballrooms. What is made of silicon? Wait, condoms aren't made of silicon. Made of latex. But certain playthings are made of silicon. Huh? Subatomic interactions. Okay, no, no, that I think I'm looking too much into it. I think this is about something else. I could be wrong, but I don't know. I think it's about something else. Yeah, so the bridge, when I'm done dancing to alarm bells, no wonder my ears are still ringing. So that's him saying, hopefully there's a time when I stop looking for red flags and I stop dancing to alarm bells. So I stop looking at all the red flags about a person and the alarm bells stop ringing in my head. Hopefully I can move past that because I'm so fucked up in the head from the last person. And when I'm done fighting off change, so he felt like he was too set in his ways in the last relationship and he got too complacent and comfortable with toxicity, and anything that invited change, he was fighting it off. No wonder my arms are still swinging. So he's still kind of pulling himself forward. He's looking to heal, like he's looking to change. He wants to, but it's a slow process. You can't, that's not something that happens overnight. It takes a long fucking time. But anyway, back to the chorus, and yeah, I don't know. Is there anyone out there that can put any sort of weight to my theory that the chorus is about sex? Maybe? Because like gold rush, acid flux, gold rush, is that referring to him, you know? And then acid flux, she cancelled it out because she's the acid. I don't know. I think I've gone too far. I think I'm gonna leave that alone. But you guys let me know in the comments what you think this means. Otherwise, I think I'm pretty on the money with everything else. I think, in my own way. But yeah, do let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. And that's gonna do it for me. That is the song. That is Aqua Regia. And I cannot wait to get to the next song. But all right, I will see you all in the next one. Drop a like if you enjoyed this reaction. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. We are close to 1,000 subs, everybody. Let's get there. Let us fucking cross that threshold, shall we? And I will point out, if you guys want to support the channel, I do have a Patreon. The link is in the description. So give that a look-see. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Y'all take care. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.